back recording again. Hopefully it caught that other recording and saved it. So we'll go through all of our typical stuff with the toolbars. Close this stuff down because I don't need it right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and open my file. Hopefully I've got it here somewhere. Where's my chair? Now I'm not sure. Where did I put that thing? Oh, I did that in AutoCAD, didn't I? That's why I can't find it. I did that design in AutoCAD, not in SketchUp. Won't matter. I'm going to show you the exact same thing no matter what. I think I did it in AutoCAD. This is what happens when you get going and then the system doesn't work. You get all confused. I'm sure that's never happened to any of you. It happens to me all the time. So you guys remember that I like to do light and I like a white background for 2D and for 3D. And I like to turn that off. And I like to be, since I'm doing 3D, I like to be in 3D modeling.
Professor Schuster?
Yeah. Oh, I
We
need to
can't
be
see your
presenting.
screen.
There we go. There we go. Now we've got it. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Now let's see if I can find that. Hopefully I can find that. Palm frond chair. That's where it is. May gave me such a great idea for this. Well, first of all, remember, I said, I think I've got a little problem with this. So I'm going to make something and I'm going to do a distance measurement from corner to corner because I don't remember how big this was. 27 inches. So I can make a piece, and you're going to love this. This is pretty cool. I can make a little piece that is 27 by, I'll make it like 2 inches. 27 by 2 and about 1/8 thick, 0.125. And then I can rotate that into place to lock onto here. But there's another cool thing I can do. Well, I'll just put it into place and rotate it just to kind of show how it would work. So I'll put this corner sort of somewhere up here. Oh, I got onto the wrong thing. And I'm just going to rotate it up. There's a cool little 3D rotate command. And I'll rotate it around that, and I'll just rotate it until I think I got it kind of, I'm just going to eyeball it and get it in there. And I'll put it over somewhere like that. And I could rotate it a little bit more, it looks like, right? But you can see I'm going to put some side pieces on there. So let me rotate it just a little bit more. And then I can put a side piece across this bottom too. This time I'm going to rotate it right about there. And then again, rotate this thing, that spot. I'm going to pick that axis. I'm going to get it right. Oh, that looks pretty close. And now I can copy it. Yours doesn't have to be all that great, but should be kind of something sort of like. And that's kind of cool because if I wanted to, I could put wires across there also. Wouldn't that be groovy? To make kind of a palm frond like thing by putting wires across there if I felt like it. Let me just do one more of those. 27 by 2 by 1/8. And I'll find the middle. And I'll put it on the middle. There. Now I got a part that works. Okay. So that's fix up your design. And I could do a few more things, but that looks pretty good. I don't think it'll wobble sideways. And I'll weld all these together. But now I've got some very distinct pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to color each piece like that piece and that piece are the same piece. So I'm going to make those the same color. And I can set the color over here. I'll make those ones red. And then this piece and this piece are the same. They're identical to each other. So I'll make them blue. Cyan. That's kind of cool. And so I see some more pieces that are kind of the same. This piece. Oh, that's actually the same as these pieces. That's really cool. I actually made that out of the same piece as that. So I need 4 of the red ones, 2 of the cyan. Now this piece, I know I just made those all the same. I'll make those ones green. And now I got to really think about this. There's a piece. There's a piece. Oh, I think I like the way I made that. That's a pretty easy piece to make. I can bend that. I can just have a nice long piece and I could bend it. Now I could include this onto it, but this bend right here is going to be hard. So I think I'll make that piece, and there's two of them. And then there's two of these. I'm getting it. I'll make that one blue blue. And then my last little piece are these two little cross pieces here. And look, most of them are just flat things that I'm going to cut. This will be so easy to make. And then all these little lines, I think I want to make those a little bit lighter. And I can do that by going in here, going to select the color and maybe making them light. See how I can kind of color code this. And it's starting to look like something I can make sense out of. Now, how much of this you want to do, whether you want to do different colors or different whatever, this is going to be I think this is going to really be helpful as I try to figure out how to make this. So there we go. That's probably got enough to to show. See how now I can point at different things? There's these pieces and yellow pieces and blue pieces. And it just shows. I really don't have that much to work. This is a pretty simple part. And most of them are made out of the same thing. 1/8 inch plate. And I can either plasma cut the whole thing or I can buy this stuff and bend it. Probably be inclined to just get a big sheet of plate and burn these all out and throw them in a tumbler and do it. And almost everything is bent and welded, except for here where I'm going to have to be having some holes and just kind of lace it and then put something on there to hold it. Does that give you an idea of how you go about um, identifying parts? I don't have everything open anymore. Let me get a snip of that. And I think I can go find our template again. And display it up here. So I revised it so that it worked, right? That was, going to put this on here. And there's a few things I can do. I can make cool little shapes. And that one would be, say, my orange. I might need to make those longer. And my yellow, and bend. And my blue one. So this is just one way to do it that could work for you. There are other ways. And then I have some magenta. And then my wire, I can say what I plan to make that out of. And I'm not really sure. What does 16 strand wire? So I think that's probably what I'm looking for. That's pretty expensive, but I'd be making a bunch of them. Nah, nah. Probably this stuff. Yeah, that's about what I want. Just some cable. So I'd go 16 gauge stranded cable. There. So that's sort of, those are all discrete parts. They're individual parts. And then over here, I could do the same thing and I would put, which ones I've got. I've got two of these and two of these and two of these and one, two, three of these and two of these, four of these. And then I'd go something like, well, each one of those is 2 feet. I've probably got a couple 100 feet of that. So now I'm going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. And I'm going to put little numbers there. And I'll just draw a line to it. I'll make item number 1 this yellow thing. And there's 2 of them. And it's my arm. A little big. And I'll do item number 2. The back. And there's 2 of those. Something like that. So that's how you'll do it. So there's 2 different ways. There's one that's just calling it out and showing it, and it's kind of cool. And the other is like just putting little numbers by it. Now you don't have to put them in circles and all that kind of stuff. You can just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as you go through it. But this is more like a list of materials. And this one is just an identification of them. And now I want my basic dimensions. And I can just put them on kind of like this. Watch. Why is that so huge? And I don't know what that is, but I'm just going to guess something. I don't know what those are. And then you can arrange these so it looks a little nicer. There. Somebody could figure it out. And if you want to, you could put on this one right here. It would be just like maybe a little bit of extra kind of groovy information if you felt like it. And you could do this right in your drawing too. I could do this in whatever, SketchUp or whatever, but this would be fine right here. So once you've got your design, this is really not that hard. And now I just have to talk about it. Okay? So there we go. My apologies for just kind of being off with the being able to get onto thing. So the question here is, if you did different colors for your chair, can you do a legend, or is that for landscapes only? I'm actually not sure about in Revit. You can assign things different materials. Send me your files so that I can see. I might have to play with it a little bit. There are places where you can do that. But for sure you could do it within here where if they show up in different colors, you can put your legend right on here, which is more than enough for what I want out of this class. right? It's kind of cool. That'll work for this class. I can even move this over a little bit, make this a little bit bigger if I feel like it. Part of my presentation style. No, that's a little too big. There we go. There. See how nice and easy. Oh, I'm seeing how I'm making it. Each individual part, plasma cut and bit, gives me a good idea. And then this tells me what I call each one. You're going to use this and this next week. Okay. Any other cool questions? Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.